as, of course, Rusty Wallace running fourth, Kane trying to catch him, and there goes Casey Kane moving past the veteran Rusty Wallace, who's trying to end that 99 race winless streak. Let's get a quick update.
Hey, Chris, we just heard Casey Kane talking to his crew chief, Tommy Baldwin. He said the track is getting tighter. Big track.
Holy cow, the car upside down on the back straightaway.
Carl Long has crashed hard and collected Bobby Labonte in the process.
Man, Carl's car just took a wild tumble. Joe Nemechek.
Oh, he's okay.
Yeah, Nemechek Nemechek was up in that too somehow.
Sixth caution at lap 263, and there is Carl Long. He is okay. The Al Smith Dodge is a mess.
I'll tell you what, it's been a long time since the last time I saw a car tumble down the back straightaway like that was Bobby Allison in the Mercury of Roger Penske's in about 1976, I think it was here. Bobby took a wild ride down the back straightaway, very similar to that.
It's something you just don't see. Not here.
He climbed up that, what happened is he climbed up that wall and he got the thing up on that wall. It just started turned over and started tumbling.
You know, Paul Wolf in qualifying the other day in the Busch Series climbed that wall. He just about turned over, but did not.
See if we can figure out what happened here, guys. Get a look at this. There's Bobby Labonte.
The blue car in front, 46.
46.
Somebody hits.
Oh, he just gets hooked.
Yep.
Brendan Gaughan got in the back of Joe Nemechek in the 01. Brendan Gaughan in the 77.
Carl Long goes for the wild ride.
And that's all on driver's side right there, sliding down the racetrack. Now she starts to tumble. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. About 5.5, 6 times.
And almost landed on top of Bobby Labonte. Jeannie?
Although, guys, Bobby Labonte isn't really complaining too much. He says there's really not a lot of front end damage. He says, certainly I have some flat tires. I'm going to have to go behind the wall.
They're also going to make a slight air pressure adjustment in that right rear, and he will beat his teammate, the 97, off pit road, Steve. That, Jamie McMurray saying his car is loose off the corners. They've already made a chassis adjustment, a wedge adjustment, 4 tires.
Ryan Newman's team finishing up service. Matt Moreland and crew. 18 cars on the lead lap.
I believe McMurray may have beaten the everybody off pit road.
There's what's left of Carl Long's car. Once again, he is okay after this bad tumble. Brendan Gaughan gets into the black car of Joe Nemechek, and the 46, the blue car, goes skyward there.
Yeah, Nemechek being up under the back of the 46 car lifted it up and got it up on the wall.
It was Mark Martin that turned Bobby Labonte there, and Labonte was way close to that.
Look how high that car got right. It got a lot of air there at one point.
At actual speed.
Just run out of room back there.
I mean, you're probably running well over 150 miles per hour right there in that area.
Ricky Rudd had to drive through it. Let's ride with him.
That's when you call your crew and you say, you won't believe what I just saw.
After the caution, the race off pit road.
Second was too close to tell.
Yeah, I think McMurray got second.
Caution out for Carl Long's crash. You can win tickets to the Samsung Radio Shack 400, or you could win a new car in our Radio Shack contest. For more information, log on to foxsports.com. Carl Long is the most recent retiree from this race. He joins Kyle Petty, Dale Jarrett, Jimmy Johnson, Kirk Shelmerdine, and Joe Ruttman in the garage because of this.
Well, you see, Joe got a little squirrely back there, and when he did, Brendan gets into him, and the 01 car actually just pushes the 46 over and gets him upside down.
Nothing Mark Martin could do but lock the brakes up, getting into Bobby Labonte there. And Jeannie is with the driver of the 46, Carl Long.
Yeah, Carl Long, first thing I said to you, I was glad to see that you're doing okay here. One of the most wild rides I think people have seen here at Rockingham.
Well, I'm glad to give them the highlight reel show then, but it won't do too much for me racing much anymore. That was the only Cup car I had right now, and I don't know exactly what happened out there. I thought I'd give everybody room and was just trying to ride and finish a race and basically racing Andy Hillenberg and trying to get any other positions I could get. And without a sponsor and without any help, that wasn't the way I wanted to finish today. I don't know who somebody on the other Cup teams, they give me some scuffed tires and stuff, so I owe somebody for 4 wheels now.
But you got a website and he's taking donations, Larry.
Yeah, Jeannie, I mean, it breaks my heart. DW, you'll relate to this. I mean, he works a regular job. He's the car chief for David Starr's Craftsman Truck Series team. He said he looked at the entry list earlier in the week, saw there didn't have a lot of entries, drugged this car out, got some friends to help him get it down here. He bought the engines from Petty Enterprises over 2 years ago. It hadn't had valve springs put on it in over a year, and it just breaks your heart to see. We may not know when he'll be back racing because, as he said, this is his only race car.
And he's a really good kid. I mean, I worked with him over at Charlotte a couple years ago, and he let me drive his car in the 600. Got a big heart, good kid, unfortunately.
Here's Jeff.
Mike, we just got through seeing the big crash that Carl Long just went through. And one of the reasons why he was able to jump out of that race car and walk to the ambulance is because of the integrity of these race cars. Take a look. I'm sitting inside basically a cocoon. Notice right quickly how my head is restrained because of the seat. Keeps your head from flopping around in advance. You're flipping upside down. Also, you see all the 1 3/4 roll bar tubing that goes into building these race cars, and it's built around their head as well as down the doors, all the way around the driver. It's all constructed with one thing in mind. In the event you have an accident like that, or like the one we saw Michael Waltrip go through at Daytona, you can walk away from one of these and go get yourself checked out at the Infield Care Center and be ready to race next week.
And Jeannie assured Carl Long he did nothing wrong. He was down into the inside, and 2 cars got together behind him with a tough break.
And we just want to show you our cutaway, our car, a lot like Jeff Hammond's. I mean, look at all of these bars right here. And you look at this bar here, the halo bar. I mean, the bar runs all the way around the top of him, and that's the reason that he was protected in there, along with that cocoon that Jeff Hammond was sitting in with all the headrests and everything. And all those are 1 3/4 bars, seamless tubing, 95 thousandths wall welded together.
Been using this cage for a long time, just kept it improving.
A hard roll for Carl Long. Fortunately, he is okay.